Good afternoon, students of class 6. Welcome to English class. Today, we are going to read a poem called Vocation, written by Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was a Bengali poet, short story writer, song composer, playwright, essayist, and painter. Rabindranath Tagore was a prolific writer who wrote more than 3,000 poems, 2,000 songs, 8 novels, 40 volumes of essays and short stories, and 50 plays. In 1913, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for his collection of well-known poems, Gitanjali. He was the first Asian ever to win this prize. His famous works include Gitanjali, Gora, Ghore Baire, and many other literature and art works. This poem, Vocation, is actually the translation of a Bengali poem called Bichitra Shad. It was first published in 1909. Now, first of all, we need to know the meaning of the word vocation. Vocation means the work in which a person is employed, that is, a person's occupation. This poem describes a child's longing for the immense freedom he sees in the lives of those around him. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning, he walks to his school and sees a great hawker crying, bangles, crystal bangles, and he wishes he could be a hawker. Again, at 4 in the afternoon, while coming back from school, he sees a skillful gardener digging the ground and he wishes he were a gardener. When dusk falls, his mother sends him to bed and he sees an ever alert watchman through the window and he wishes he could be a watchman. So, in this poem, a child speaks about his wishes and attractions. It shows the state of his wavering but innocent mind. The poem is about how a child gets attracted to the ways of people around him and find different curiosities and attractions in their lives. However, he is not aware of the tough routine they had to go through. So, what he sees is actually the freedom, and he wishes for that freedom in his life. As a child, all of us want to be free because we are binded with very strict routines that our parents give on us. So we want to break through that routine, very strict rules and regulations, and become free, very much like the elders. And that is something which we'll get to see in this poem. Let's start reading it. So, in this poem, it comes in 3 parts, and we are introduced with 3 different occupations. First one is hawker, second is that of a gardener, and the third one is of watchman. So, this is the first stanza where the child observes a hawker. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane, every day I meet the hawker crying, bangles, crystal bangles. There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come. I wish I were a hawker spending my day in the road, crying, bangles, crystal bangles. So the child said, when the gong struck and made a sound to declare the first part of the day, that is 10 o'clock. He said that this was also the time for him to go to school because the child had to follow a strict routine. So at 10 o'clock he had to go to school, and on his way to school he used to watch a salesman, a bangle seller, who would shout bangles, crystal bangles, to sell his bangles. Now, while looking at him, the child had a thought that the vendor was free. He was in no hurry to reach anywhere, unlike the child who had to reach to school on time and come back home on time. He thought that the bangle seller was free of any time constraints. Place foundations means he was free to move to any place unlike him. He can go to any place at any point of time. He can walk any road. There was no rules and regulation like that of the child, because the child had to go through that particular road to the school on time, and again after the school gets over he has to return back to his home. He cannot go anywhere else. But this man, according to the child, can go anywhere he feels like. The child felt as if he was under strict observation, and the vendor, that is the hawker, was enjoying complete freedom. Thus, the child was so impressed by his freedom that he wished to be a hawker. He wished to move freely and shout just like him in the streets. So, this was the first stanza, or the first part of the poem. Now, in the second part, when at 4 in the afternoon I come back from the school, I can see through the gate of that house the gardener digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody takes him to task if he gets baked in the sun or gets wet. I wish I were a gardener digging away at the garden with nobody to stop me from digging. So, when he returns from the school, he noticed the gardener through the grate of the house. At what time? At 4 in the afternoon. When he was coming back from school, he noticed the gardener through the gate of the house. He would peep out and notice him digging the soil with spade. This tool is spade. So here the child was attracted by the freedom to be in the dust and do things of his choice with his tools. Now it's quite natural that when a child wants to play with dust or dirt, naturally his or her parents will come and scold him or her, and will not allow him to do whatever he or she feel like. So he thought that the gardener had the freedom to dirty his clothes with soil, play with his tools, stay in the sun for longer hours, get wet with sweat, or do anything, and he was not getting any punishment for all this. Whereas if the child would have done all these things, he would have been punished for all this. If the child would have made his clothes dirty with the soil or stayed in the sun for longer hours, naturally he would have been scolded by his guardians. So completely unaware of the hardships of that worker, he was attracted to be a gardener, to do things of his choice, and no one around to stop him. So in this second stanza, we see that he was impressed by a gardener and he wanted to be a gardener. Why? So that he can stay in the sun for longer hours, he can play with dirt and soil, and nobody would be there to scold him. Now, in the third stanza, we see that he was attracted to be a watchman. Just as it gets dark in the evening and my mother sends me to bed, I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side, and never once goes to bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman walking the streets all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. So at night, the child's mother would send him to sleep, where there used to be an open window. In his room, where there used to be an open window. From there, he would notice a watchman walking here and there from one side to the other in the dark, lonely street. Now, it is very natural that a young boy, a child, is not allowed to step out of the house at that hour at night. It is not allowed to a child. He uh, this child would watch that watchman from the window, and he wanted to be a watchman because he wanted that freedom to walk the street in that dark night. This watchman also had a lamp in his hand which looked to him like a superhuman with a red eye in its head. Now the child was so attracted to his moves that he wished to be a watchman who could walk all night in the streets, running after his shadows with the lantern in his hands. So, here the child who was not allowed to walk the street at that hour of night, he sees this watchman and wanted to be a watchman, because nobody has put this rule on watchman that you cannot get outside in the night, but it is his duty to walk in the night, and that's why this child also wants to be a watchman, because if he becomes a watchman, then only he can walk in the night. So what we are getting in this poem? So in this poem, we see a child's longing for freedom. He sees in the lives of those around him. First of all, in the life of hawker, secondly, in the life of gardener, and thirdly, in the life of watchman. He thinks that all of these people are very free and they could do whatever they feel like, and with that thought in his mind, he wanted to be a hawker, a gardener, and a watchman. So poem gives us an insight into the working of a child's mind. Children dislike parental control on their activities. Children do not like every time their parents come and say them, don't do this, don't do that. They don't like it, and that's why this child also wants to be free. They always hunger for freedom. The freedom of a hawker and a gardener and a watchman fascinates the child narrator in this poem, because they are their own masters, enjoying the utmost freedom without the slightest rebuke of anybody. Nobody is scolding them. They can do everything that they feel like. This is the thought of the child. But this young boy values only freedom without authority. So he is just pointing out the freedom part, but he does not realize that this hawker, um, gardener, and watchman had to go through several hardships for their professions. What are those? The hawkers yells all day. That means they shout at the top of their voice, and they are standing in the same spot trying to sell their bangles. So this is undoubtedly very tough job to do. Okay, so this child, due to his innocence, due to his lack of knowledge, he could not understand that hardship. Even the gardener, he had to work for somebody else. He is working so hard uh, on the sun. So the little boy could not understand that. The watchman works all night without sleep, so he could not get the sleep which all of us get during the night. So he could not do that. So it is a very tedious job to do, and this little boy does not understand that. Therefore, the outlook of the boy is obviously childish. Hopefully, time and maturity will enable the boy to find his vocation through his education and commitment to a profession. So, what do we see in this poem? That a child, from his limited perception, thinks that a hawker, a watchman, and a gardener are free persons. They can do whatever they feel like, and he wanted to be one such, a hawker, a gardener, and a watchman, just to be free. Now, read the poem very carefully, and after that you have to do this task. What is this? Now, from the poem you already know that the child envies the hawker. That means he is jealous of the hawker, the gardener, and the watchman. So there are many things that why he was jealous, because there are many things that these people can do and he cannot do. Okay, so you have to make the list of such things. The child must and the child must not. What the child must do, like come home at fixed time, go to school at a fixed time. He cannot he had to go to sleep at night. So you have to make the list of those things that he must do, and again he list of those things that he must not do, like get his clothes dirty in the dust. He cannot do that. So you have to make this list and send the same through the mail ID by tomorrow. So if you have any query, you can send your query at the given mail ID, and you will send the task also in this given mail ID by tomorrow. Thank you.